Chairs. Fuck. Hello. Hang on, let me fix my thing. Editor. Move it over here. Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck this. There we go. A little bit more comfortable. What's up, viewer? Welcome back to the show. So today, I don't know, I didn't think I was going to stream, honestly. Anyway, I didn't think I was going to stream today. It's the anniversary of a street sister's death. It's really, for me, it gets really hard to stream or do anything for that matter on this day. Wasn't the closest friend of mine, but she was really made a really huge impact on my life. Oh my God! I swear to God, if murder was legal. But she made a big impact in my life. She kind of passed away pretty young. Didn't even reach 18 yet when she left, but good God, I wish somebody would just come by and tell her to fucking leave. Schizo should be put inside of fucking somewhere far off in like an insane asylum. But anyway, as I was saying before, I definitely said I found it hard to stream, so kind of a big deal that I am online today. I am here live on the show. So I'm kind of just in this whole whole roundabout thing of maybe you know, how long I should do the stream for, how long because I mean, even though it was, back in 2015, it's still a weight that gains, or it's still heavy on, it's still a burden that is still heavily on my chest, and it's one of those burdens. I don't know if it'll ever go away. I've tried everything, healing. Oh my God, they took her away. Yes, finally, some sort of peace and quiet. Anywho, so just had to state that there. So if I seem a little not here in the stream, it's just there's the reason. Well, as you can see, I'm in a little bit bigger room today. I mean, it's at least bigger lengthwise, not widthwise. I'm still about the same distance from the door, but I do have a little bit more room to put things, and freely do things, a little bit more freely. So the room is a little bit bigger. Not saying that all the rooms are like this. Some of them I can't. I can go pretty far back, and you can see more of my torso area, which a little bit soft for the ladies. Just kidding. But in other things, so I start work on Wednesday. As everybody knows, that is Christmas. So there's that. Christmas will be there. Supposedly, I guess that my stepmom's taking me out to my grandma's house for a few hours before I have to be at work, which is really it's kind of cool that I get to go see my grandparents. I mean, or my grandma anyway. I haven't seen her since, well, she took me to the job interview, but other than that, I haven't really seen her for about a year. Because there was that time out in Hollywood. I've been thinking there's this area around town. It's called or this alleyway downtown. It's known as Freak Alley, which you can actually look it up on Google. It's a really cool alleyway. It's got a whole bunch of artwork. It's just a really good place to just sit back and kind of just take in some people's work and all that. I tried doing a video this morning, but I don't know if it was a connection issue or whatnot. But when I tried to upload the video, it was stating it was going to take like 2 hours, and I had to get my shit charged up. My phone wouldn't last that long. So hopefully, sooner or later that'll get fixed. When I get once I start my job, I will be hopefully the first paycheck I get will get me around like $670 or something like that. And once I have that 670, that'll be that's going to be going towards I'll be putting that towards a better phone, hopefully one that has a decent size amount of memory on it, a phone that can handle streaming a little bit better. This phone that I have, it's a really shitty one of those like Android Goes. It's horrible. It really is, and I've had to deal with that, and it's been all right for the most part. It just hasn't been up to par with what I wanted to do. So I will get that changed as soon as possible. I've been watching streaming tips from other YouTubers and all that. To try and make my stream a little bit better. Hopefully, one of these days, I want to get a laptop in here, stream some games. We'll have like a game day. Like I said though, that probably won't be for like another 2 weeks. I've got to look at everything for like a video capture card, so that I can stream things on my Switch to YouTube. So far, I don't have that capability, but I do plan on getting that soon. So definitely keep in mind that stuff right there. Another thing is, another reason I want to get a different phone is so with a lot more space for content is I want to get start kind of doing like taking some of the videos that I've already done, or when I do like these game streams and whatnot, putting into a kind of like going through and making some snips and clips of what I've done in games, what I thought was cool in games. So that's kind of where I want to head with that. So I do want to go and be able to live stream some stuff downtown. I'm not sure how that'll work. I mean, the only content that really happens is at night. But a lot of the time, I want to focus on my gaming, maybe doing that. And again, I'm not sure what I'll exactly have for, say, what I'll have for content up to that point. For right now, I'm stuck in this room. I will, however, really get to the point of putting. I will get that laptop. A buddy of mine had recently stated that had recently stated that I should. He has an HP, which I'm not. I'm not really too keen on HPs. I'm not. I mean, I don't know much about them either. I do want to go and really, I probably should do some window shopping when I have time off or something, or when I'm not streaming. To go look at some good laptops that can handle the capability. I know, I know there's a lot of high-end laptops out there that, but it costs like an arm and a leg just to get. Like, there's the, Predator, Helios Predator is one of them high-end ones. It's like my dream laptop right there. Like, ever since I seen um, the Helios Predator 300, I've wanted to get that laptop. Like, that's like my dream laptop right there. Um, I think it's one of the lighter gaming laptops. It has like the most. It's got like pretty much most of the RAM that I would need for a lot of the games that I play. Um, like a lot of games like I've been playing Paladins and Smite. Um, there's those two, and then another thing is we all have gone through. We all, if you watch my channel and if you've watched previous video streams of mine, you'll come to find out that I do have a lot of a lot of beliefs that tend to go towards the left-hand path, or to those of you that don't know what that means, the pagan ways of life. And I do want to get some videos out there, or some videos out there, or some live streams, some live chat on some rituals, so that I can show everybody what it actually means to be a Satanist, or to be a left-hand path follower. There's a lot of people, one of the big things about like stereotypes, one of the biggest ones that I hear is that, oh, well, if you believe in Satan, then you gotta believe in God too. Well, depends on your depiction. I believe multiple things are, that's a topic for another time. This isn't a video focused on that. This is a video focused on, actually I really should take that tip and really figure out what I want to do for the stream. Anyway, I've been in quite a lot of I have been kind of undergoing a little bit of stress in my life, but that was kind of lifted once I landed this job. Most of it was because of the mission that I'm staying at, which is like the only shelter available. It was the only thing I could do to pretty much just get up off the street, just kind of get up and go, which allowed me to actually have a place to lay my head at night, and an address and things like that, so I could go and I could get my phone, and I could go and I could get my get a job, that sort of thing, which is, but once I get that first paycheck in, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably, most of that's probably gonna go towards most of that probably will go towards equipment for streaming and or whatever else. Hopefully I can get a good laptop that has a capacity to stream on a to YouTube, that is compatible with the OBS, which is what I'll be running on from then on, unless I'm, out streaming, IRL or, in the streets or something. Hopefully within a few months or whatever, I'll have something to go on, something that'll, maybe I'll catch something while I know once I get paid on the 7th, which honestly I might, end up fucking switching carriers from Cricket to something like Metro again, but I don't know. It's been it's been a little iffy. So it's really it's been kind of, oh, hello viewer once again. But so I'm just kind of getting into the whole geez, I love how everybody comes in, they watch for a few seconds and they back the fuck out. Really lovely. Anyway, been trying to think of, so I might go along with the aspects of like going outside a lot more, seeing what's going on in around downtown, maybe taking the stream up towards Freak Alley, which would be cool. But other than that, it's just a matter of what I can do while I'm, in the situation that I'm in, because I'm not in a big city like, I'm not in a city like LA or fucking San Francisco or New York or Las Vegas. I'm in Idaho, potato land, where it's nothing but a bunch of rednecks who don't like cameras being around them. But that's something for it's just the way it is here. I'm definitely, hang on. That feeling that was going down. But it's definitely an area of just what I can possibly, manage. Most IRL content here is most likely going to happen at night, while there's all this stuff going on downtown. I've got there's so much things that happen. The nightlife, I will say this, nightlife here is amazing. It goes from a dead town during the day, and at night it starts popping. People are fucking falling out of the bars. They're getting into fights. They're getting, that's where the content's at night. But for the most part, content don't happen during the day. It just doesn't. Boise's one of those cities where it's, even though it's growing in size, it has one of those small, it has, it's a small city with big city problems, pretty much, is what someone once told me. Or a big city with small town problems. I guess it depends on how you look at it, whether the glass is half full or half empty, whether it's overflowing or fucking completely empty. I don't know, however you perceive things. Thank the 9 that bitch left. Can't stand that. Fucking retarded bitch. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was horrible. Like, I had to fucking sit there and talk over that bitch just to hear myself. Anywho, I will be trying to get as much things. Once I want to get into my own place, my own, but that's gonna come later. I hope that somebody, they say that, it was funny that I was watching Alpha, what was it, Alpha Gaming or whatever, was telling me to go, or was in one of the videos that I watched, he was sitting there stating that, I should network more. People say that people should network more and do all this, and he was actually stating that that's actually a bad idea, or that it doesn't actually work. It's not a bad idea, but apparently networking doesn't really work, which I hardly network anyway. So this kind of I don't know. I guess it's a toss-up. Another viewer in the on today's show who's watching. Hello, viewer. Okay, you're not gonna talk. That's fine. But I've been but watching these videos, I did kind of get an idea of, how I can run my show better, how I can, do all that. And if you guys have noticed down in the description below, I did add my Discord. There's my PayPal too, in case you wanted to make a donation. You don't have to, but it does help. There's also no, I think that was the only 2 I added. I might go back later, and I might put in a link to Freak Alley, so you guys can kind of see like what that alley is. It's a very it's like I said, it was a really cool alleyway with a bunch of artists. They've gone through. They made this like big old mural, and it's kind of funny because like Boise, from what I've known, it's never been like a really big artsy type of place. It's a place where you either come here for work, or you come here on the weekend because you're trying to score drugs or fucking alcohol. So that's what I know Boise as. So it gets it is kind of weird watching things grow. And in fact, this mural has been around since 2002. So a little before. I just knew Freak Alley as that way to what we call the dungeon, where we used to go and smoke pot all the time, which was pretty cool. It's too bad they shut the dungeon down because it was, I mean, it was a trap too. Like pretty much you get caught down there. There's no way out. But it was a nice place. During the winter, you keep warm. There's people would have like paint up the fucking paint up the walls down there too, which is like a continuation of the continuation of the street of the it was a continuation of the of Freak Alley in a sense until they shut it down. Probably because that's where everybody was going to find to try and find their find a place where they could shoot their dope or whatever. And so it's kind of I was walking around downtown and I just realized like how much this place has really changed from when I knew it. When I knew it, it was like it was smaller. There was a place my dad called Cowboy Corner, which I'm not sure where that is. I probably don't want to go there anyway. But it was like where all the rednecks hung out. There was a place somewhere, I can't remember exactly where it is or it was, but it was like this place. You go in there, you play some billiards, or at night they'd have these shows. I snuck into a couple of their shows. Like when this place like gets majorly packed up with everybody and they're not like real hard freaking at the doors, they'll come up and they'll have people there to just they're swarming in, they're getting into the freaking place. It's easier to sneak in. They usually have a lot of cool. Oh, I'm up to 2 viewers. That's awesome. Anyway, they have a lot of they show a lot of cool cool bands, cool local bands would go in there. I'm pretty sure that at one point Cypress Hill was there because Jesse Quinzel sent the emote of glasses. Alright. What's up, Jesse? But anyway, yeah, it was a place they just have show. I'm pretty sure like Cypress Hill probably played there. Which, fun fact, guys, if you guys like Cypress Hill at all, Cypress Hill actually started out here in Boise. That's right. They started here in Boise. Hiya, Smuffer promoted you. Oh, you mean smuggler? I was like Smuffer. Who's Smuffer? Hell yeah! Shout out to Smuggler and shout out to you, Jesse, for joining the chat. You're the only one in here. But yeah, there's I want to get like I said, get going around. Egypt Beauty calls him Smuffer. Oh, wow. Smuffer. What is a Smuffer? But yeah, there's like it's really kind of strange that there's a lot of there's a lot of history here. I don't know. There's a lot of history here in Boise, but unfortunately, it doesn't get shown. We're not a tourist state. Matter of fact, there's a lot of like my grandma posts all the time, that like she'll have like those diagram of like here's Idaho, and it's like a meme that's like has taken Idaho out and they've switched it with like Iowa, and they've like drawn a line. It's like here's a good route for Idaho in case you get lost, and it shows a big old line pointing out to Iowa. Idahoans do not like people coming into their state. We are very what's the word? Anti-outsider, I guess. It's very we're very anti just especially when it comes to like a lot of the Idahoans do not like Californians whatsoever. Like so much bitchiness, even though I took it out of my heart, out of my way to venture out over to California, and it was kind of I enjoyed the trip. I learned a lot about myself. Started streaming back over there, and then my shit got stolen. Had to start all over again. So there's that. So I'm kind of getting everything back in order in a sense, trying to get myself up there. Hopefully I can make hopefully once I get paid for my job, I can start getting more things to put on here. I'm a gamer, so like I'm probably gonna be making a lot of game content. Probably reviewing a lot of games. Probably bringing up game news, such as like for an example, Paladins, Realm of Champions, just released a new character to the game called Tiberius, the Weapons Master, and he looks sick. He's a tiger who is like a master of kung fu, war arms or whatever. He looks sick. Doesn't look like I would be good playing the character just because of his style. I like to go with Victor. He's it's constant gunning down and stuff. I've been so far I've been researching ways to try and get content from my Switch. But the only issue I have with that is that Nintendo does not like to share, doesn't like the idea of going into gameplay sharing, and it's really kind of shitty because of the whole idea that once you get because you got things like YouTube and all this, and like PS4 or PlayStation X and Xbox and PC have all integrated into this whole thing where you can live stream your events that are happening on your device onto it. The only thing, and I'll show you what this button is if you've never seen a Switch before, which if you've seen my show before, you have this little button right here. little button right here, which if you hold it for 3 seconds, you hold it down for 3 seconds and it allows you to record 30 seconds of gameplay. That's it. That's all you get. If you want longer gameplay footage, then you've got to press it down for 30 seconds, have like a clock going, and as soon as that stops, hold it down again for another 3 seconds to get an even, a continuous video feed of of that. Now I found out there's a way around it. However, I need a laptop, I guess the best one that I've heard about is the Elgato 360 HD, I think it's called, which is it's an outer box about yay big, probably about that big, and it's got like 4 cords that connect to it. It's a really fascinating piece of technology. I really would like to learn more about this this little card. I mean, if I could actually freaking connect it with my phone and then stream from my phone, or kind of run it through my phone, that would be amazing. I would love that, but fortunately, I don't think you can do that. I don't think I do not think that's an option. So that's a little advanced there. Hopefully, come paycheck, I will have at least better formats for gaming. I want to if I can at least get a better streaming phone for when I IRL outside or something, like that's one thing I want to try and try to accomplish is getting that in order so that I can really go on and put put out there that I'm fuck. Way to go, Smiles. Brain fart in the middle of the stream. Get it there so I can get all that together, have, so I can put the content that I'm playing on my Switch onto my laptop. That way I'm, I've got content on, and I believe it won't take really much of anything. It won't like slow down any of the frame rate. It won't do anything like that. I mean, maybe it might, just because of I'm in a fucking library, so it might slow down just a little bit due to the bandwidth here at the library, because I'll have my, like I said, I'd have a laptop hooked up, I'd have my Switch hooked up, and both would be feeding off the Wi-Fi here, and then you've got 50 million other fucking half-wits fucking doing their shit. There's one kid that comes in here that literally he puts up his desktop, and then he sits there and he has to take up, he's like a fucking bandwidth vampire. I swear, a bandwidth vampire. He brings this fucking big old tower in, or this tower, probably the mini tower. I'm not sure how big it is, but he brings it in, he sets it up, and he doesn't, and he uses somehow this amazing technology that he has. This amazing tech that he has is sucking all the Wi-Fi bandwidth, and it sucks. He's not here today, and I've made a note of this. Every day he is not here, my Wi-Fi is at full bars. However, every day that he is here, I F all the time. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter what I've told him this. It's like, stop hooking up your goddamn desktop in the fucking study room because I can't stream. It's fucking up my life. And that's a little vent I had. I don't know. And then you got freaking halfwits out there who need to be in a fucking mental ward, but apparently the government seems to think that it's okay to let them run bunking on the streets and annoy everybody. So there's that. I do want to. I want to hopefully get some way, shape, or form onto a try and get like some. Unfortunately, the phone I have right now, I can't like do game streams or nothing like that. It's just not good. My phone is just not good enough to handle Streamlabs going and have. There was at one point I did have a thing of a different thing where people could come and they could chat and do all that. But unfortunately, it just didn't. It wasn't too kosher with the with my phone. It didn't come by, and it didn't no. We'll check something real quick. Just in case I missed any notifications or of anything. There are no recent events. Oh. Oops. Alright, yeah, I just had to check the buddy mode real quick. But anyway, so there's that, I've been, trying, I've been doing the best that I can to try and, try and get whatever it is that I need to make my show a little bit better. Of course, just starting out, I'm not in total control of and like it, being Monday, 2 more days until I start work. Actually, it'd be about, let's say day and a half or so till I start work. Cause I gotta work at 3, and I'm not sure I'll be able to actually come through and do a stream on that day. If I can, I work nights, so if I can sit there and I can stream, I can sit there and I can stream online to a stream during the day, and then do my job at night, because most of the hours that I work are at night. From what my boss tells, I don't have my schedule yet, so I can't really say for sure. but if anything, if I can stream a lot of those in, if I can get some stream time in there, I will. You know, I wish I could stream at work because, you know, let's face it, truck stops are just, they're loads of content just waiting to happen. I have to watch these stupid videos on how about what, sex trafficking, drug trafficking, something like that. There's like, I guess there's like a total of 3 videos that you have to watch within like the first 90 days that you're there, and so that's a bummer. But at least they're 20 minutes and they're fucking, yeah. And then you're tested on them. I guess one video was going off and stating the whole a whole thing of you know, what to really do and all that, and anyways, I might just come in and might finish out the hour and 15 minutes that I have, because I got until 3 o'clock with some what would I be able to play? I guess I can. What's the tweet? News for you: at least 11 die from drinking tainted holiday drink in Philippines. Well, I mean, that's not surprising, I guess. That's kind of interesting. I'm not sure who posted that. It doesn't tell me a name. I guess it was the news or something. But I guess 11 people died from tainted drink in the Philippines. Which makes sense, because it's the Philippines. Everybody gets drugged there. I'm gonna see what I got on case for you know what? I'm going to add a I'm gonna see if my I can handle playing my DS emulator. So here we go. Take this over here. I'll go to editor. I'm going to make this smaller. I'm going to do this. Okay. There we go. Now we got that going. All right. Go like this. There we go. Okay, what the fuck just happened here? Try this again. Okay. Discord. Do. Alright, well, play some Pokemon. That is a normal issue with this DS emulator. Okay. Still loading, still loading, still loading. Oh, hey, there we go. Oh, yeah. I'll fix this so we got some sort of sound too. Sound, enable sound. Cool. I never actually watched the opening video for this, so this definitely sounds retro. Of course, if you didn't know, guys, the DS is now considered a retro gaming system. It's gotten to the point where, I feel really old that this is considered retro. Let's. Really stupid opening to the game, by the way. And here's my account. I got one badge. Oh wait, I remember what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm going on an adventure. Team Galactic. Wow, this is how bad my phone is. I mean, at least I'm still recording, so that's cool. But that is... Okay, yeah. That was annoying as fuck. Okay. Oh my god. Come on, hurry up. I hate when you like press a button accidentally and like you end up opening dialogue again. Oh my fucking god. This was simply love it here. The atmosphere is so uplifting. You came to get emotionally healed too, didn't you? Alright, I'm falling asleep. I'm going to log off here. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the show. We'll log off here. I'm getting kind of tired. I'm trying to find a cigarette. Yeah. Thanks Jesse Quinzilla for at least checking out the channel. I hope I said your name. Quinzel. I'll catch everybody next time around. Hopefully tomorrow. Alright. See y'all later. Bye.